Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Banner Saga 3 here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. I know, maybe not the most popular game by demand, but I want to see things through. I have been playing the trilogy for it was going a little bit better when I was only stuck with a laptop, but at least I knew back then that I was actually passionate about trying to do the channel and trying to stick with it. And so on the previous episode, we were able with a thief to buy some time to our crew who is stuck in the darkness. But the problem here is that we have lost the lower part of the city. So the walls have fallen, the menders or the magicians are on the walls trying to protect the remaining people, Varl and Horseborn and whoever else is in here. And we're gonna have to go with a thief to that blinking tower in order to find out what's happening. The warped have not been able to scale the black wall since coming here a day ago. Many want to take full advantage of the respite. Others call it folly. Keeping a full watch now means forcing fatigued and wounded survivors to take turns. Some haven't slept in days. Forget the watch, exhaustion is a bigger threat right now. The strong protect the weak, let volunteers take watch. I think I'm gonna go with this. Unfair, some say. Life's unfair, reply others. Stress is starting to seep into every decision. Nobody comes away happy, but enough capable men and women volunteer, and the dreaming face of a sleeping child convinces you it was the right decision. So we have basement now. A woman comes to you quietly in confidence, saw a whole bunch of the fools she confides, drunk as boiled owls, laughing it up down there. Some of the men have snuck downstairs to take advantage of the dwindling mead. Join us, Hunter. They chortle. When you go to look for yourself, can't take it with you. Maybe they have a point. On the other hand, these supplies could have been stretched out for days. What the hell was that? You spy Trigwy amongst them and slap a cup from his hand. It rattles to the floor as you watch it continue to bounce as if on its own until the whole room rumbles and shakes. Flagstone bursts around your feet and the warp claw their way from underneath. Holy shit. Terror drags the strugglers to their feet. This must be what the warp have been up to this whole time. Thane slurs the man, pulling down a barrel onto the warp and knocking it back below. Fan them all. Save the supplies and wait for help to arrive. Use the barrels to help propel the warp. Rouse the drunks to start their ground and fight. Okay, save the supplies and wait for help to arrive. Leave the meat alone, you shout angrily, pushing a man up the stairs. And send some real help if you're going to be useful. More warp drag themselves up into the basement, and eternity later, backup comes clamping down the stairs. What took so long, you shout. It's not just here, Aloe replies. They're coming up all over the plateau. Among the warped dredge rises the twisted wreckage of what must be a sunder. Just its presence makes you skin crawl and you instinct screams, flee, but where? Send them back into the dirt, you shout in spite of yourself. Well, this is gonna be tricky, but we're gonna try our darn best to dish out as much punishment as we can. I'm gonna probably replace my healer. And let's go with Petrus. We have received like an artifact, a mask of the Antvert, 2 aggro, 2 arm. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using that. Not even sure. You know what? Let's, can we promote you? Are we even able to like upgrade anything else? Theoretically, let's go with this. 6 points more available. But yeah. cannot really do too much more. We would need to get 2 more kills in order to allocate even... Oh, hold on. We can allocate even more points. Never mind then. So let's confirm this. 1 more point, but I don't have any more room to put this in. And so let's give him this weird mask. See what's gonna happen. Gunolf, let's promote you. We have 8 points. So let's do that. And let's try to promote Kanari. Okay. She's now a level 10. Fasalt, unfortunately, cannot be promoted further. A con, heroic title available. Yeah, I'm still a little confused about assigning these things. Plus will on kill. The Oathmaker is determined to point out zealotry. Others may question the fanaticism. The foolish, the forsaken, the hopeful. Adjacent tiles plus 1 strength to attack. Screw it, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's try to defend these supplies, because otherwise we're totally screwed. It's so awesome that everyone's just chilling here and, like, taking a look at what's gonna happen. This guy is passed out. This guy is just taking a look at everything, and these guys are just so wasted, it's not even funny. Well, what is this idiot doing? He's drunk. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Okay, don't want to go too far. This Stonebringer is gonna be problematic. I don't know how reinforcements are gonna work, and what the hell just happened to the goddamn game. Okay, well, the game crashed, so let's try this thing with the basement again. I'm gonna read through it again because it's the same stuff. Save the supplies and wait for help to arrive. And I think I'm gonna have to replicate the entire procedure yet again, which makes me so happy. Promote you, sure. Plenty of points to go around. Give you that weird mask. And who else? I really hate the fact that I have to do this whole thing again. But oh, what the hell. So who else was it? Yeah, we did upgrade you. recall that. We do need a ranged attacker, that's for sure. She has skill 34 out of 26 required. It's kind of awesome. I don't want to be promoting right now people who don't need it or who I will not take into the battle with me. So let's try this one more time. And hopefully this time the game will not crash because it's really annoying. Oh, okay, so that's where the bug was. What is that? A Sunder? A Warp Sunder. Fight or will all doomed. This idiot is drunk, so that's gonna be awesome. Okay, so that's where the bug was. This thing did not spawn in, and if I recall engaging this freaking thing, it actually manages to like disappear and reappear and move around, so it's really annoying to put up with. So I'm really hoping this drunken idiot will not cause too much trouble for me. Please don't crash. Ah, damn it, he's able to get close enough. Half of my health is gone now, which sucks. Or strength, so the damage is reduced. This idiot is gonna go for some sort of buff. Let's see how much armor can we reduce on this freaking thing. I don't think the dredge here are able to get in fast enough or deal the damage. Let's reduce the armor further. 5 points of armor remaining. The problem usually with this thing is the fact that after you like kill it first, it disappears and then reappears, so you will have to put up with its bullshit again. I don't know what this drunken idiot is gonna be doing. That's the biggest problem. Hakan is gonna be able to almost kill this thing, or Hakon, or what's his name? I'm no longer sure how to call this thing after Dying Light 2. Okay, 7 points of strength removed. Let's try to move forward and try to get over here. Okay, a double blind renown, an achievement has been obtained too. And I have to move you forward. Hopefully I'm not gonna have to regret that. Unfortunately, not able to attack, which sucks. Please don't attack her. We're gonna have to move him over here. Let's push back, reduce that armor. Despair is gonna be problem. So let's try to attack this freaking beast before it gets the chance to attack us. 24 points of strength, that's ridiculous. Yeah, almost killing him in one shot, I'm not even surprised. 7, let's remove 10 points of strength from the bear. He's gonna die here, most likely. Let's try to reduce as much armor from this thing as possible. Try to get to this thing, whatever the hell it is. Fortunately, our Varl has fallen, and okay, the second Varl has fallen. Okay, let's return fire. Now we need to watch our flank over here. God damn it with this goddamn freaking thing. Goddamn stone thrower is pissing me off. I have to stop whatever the hell this is. Let's kill the bear. And let's now focus our attention on this stone slinger. Was really hoping to avoid attacking it directly, but it doesn't look like I will have a choice. I need to move her away. Let's return fire. No armor left for this. Warped. This is bad. Yeah, it's going for the strength, huh? Let's go over here and attack. Let's deal with this bastard. Almost killed it. I think we stand a chance in this battle. With the last bit of strength, removing the stone thrower out of the equation. I'm gonna move the dredge over there to attack that thing. 18 points of strength, that's problematic. That can deal a crap ton of damage. So please kill this. Hold on. Please kill this. Nice. I don't know if we're gonna have to call in reinforcements. We should have been able to save our supplies. Double blind. Put an end to the warp something. It keeps moving way too fast and I just simply cannot read it. So we have plenty of injured guys, which sucks. But I'm hoping all these things are gonna be able to buy time for Ivor and the Juno and Avent and the rest of the crew in the darkness. The basement is dark and silent once again, and the survivors hustle to seal the holes. You're suddenly glad you saved the meat because you could use a drink right now. Someone is telling Zephyr that only half of the menders have survived. Checked up on old friends, 72 hours. Wait. Vigilance against rest 21, resisted the warped invasion 33, so 5 days have been bought for our crew in the darkness. So let's see how can we utilize that and if we're gonna be able to reach the goddamn tower. Because we have had like an earthquake and God knows what else in here and things are getting out of hand. This time, the shifting shadows in the corners of your eyes are real, ahead and behind. The others have noticed and are quietly pulling blades, flickering like a school of fish as you press together. There are warped everywhere ahead, clustered together to slow our progress. And more dot the horizon. You're so close, says Guard, and you know his frustration. Charge and break through the crowd, find a good spot to stand your ground, make your way around the masses. You try to weave the path past the figures of the horizon, even dipping back on occasion, but they've gotten your scent. With eerie silence, they pour down around you. I really hate battling here because, the problem which I have is that the enemy always gets reinforcements and I never do. So I have a major disadvantage when I'm trying to deal with them. So let's see how much can we take out of the enemy. Oh crap, I mean look at this. It's not even funny. 18 armor, 14 armor, 17 strength, 17 strength, 12 strength, and this is one really creepy looking ass thing. They have the stone bringer, they have the stone thrower. Thinking if we can spread out our flanks somehow, or cover our flanks somehow. Three and three, so we have 6 people on the field. They have 3, 6, 8 units. This is gonna be bad, I can tell you right now. Let's try to hold our ground for as long as we can. Try to create some willpower before shit hits the fan, as they like to say. If they're gonna get close, I can try to use like the Axe Storm, for example. I just never know how far these freaking things can go. That's the problem. The 18 points of strength, that is what I'm worried about. If I get you over here, it's gonna burn through 2 points of will. But you are gonna be able to use the Axe Storm. Okay. Call me impressed. What, did we remove like 12 points of strength on this one? Okay, that was disgusting. I'm afraid if I move an Ivor close enough, everyone else is gonna be able to attack him first, which I don't want to do. So extending my forces is always a bad idea, but sometimes it just seems like we don't have a choice. I think the Dead Eye has been activated. Burmer would be able to move in. It would burn through 2 points. I think this thing will attack him. Yeah. But 10 points of strength have been removed. So it's almost dead. So if Hogan will be able to move in, theoretically, might be able to kill it. So now we have an equal number of units. I don't want to go through this thing because it burns through the will. 13 points of strength are bad. Let's try to get in here and interrupt whatever the hell this weird tentacle molestation is. Ollie seems to have quite a lot of luck when it comes to him throwing spears, or axes, sorry. Okay. We have to support him. No joke. I'm gonna have to burn through 3 points of willpower, and then through additional 3 points in order to remove some of the armor, which is really bad, all things considered, of what just happened. Trying to kill these things. This is gonna suck for him. Yep. Almost obsolete. With 1 point of strength, not gonna be able to do too damn much, that's for sure. Let's move in, unfortunately burning through quite a lot of willpower. We don't have the horn, which would allow me to keep on restoring it. Let's try to kill this thing. Damn it! The deflect sucks so much. I don't like this. I pushed in and they pushed back. Might get a kill, or we might get a deflect and totally screw me over. Willpower is starting to run low, which is bad. Hogan or Mogun or what's his name is gonna be screwed here. Krumer is gone. That's a deflect. 1 strength will not do too much. Falca is able to do something, but I don't like my odds. say that did not help too much my situation. 17 points of strength. He's gone. I can try the Axe Storm, but at this point I'm just tickling this goddamn thing. I have screwed myself over by extending. Because they were able to surround me and it all just went to hell. I can theoretically try to retreat and attack this thing from distance. I don't know if I have access to this when I don't have our magician on the battlefield. But again, not really doing that much here. Let's try it. The worst thing that can happen is deflection. Okay. Enemy is getting reinforcements, which is just gonna totally screw me over. This is impossible. I don't think you can actually defeat these forces like this. They always get reinforcements. And no matter what the hell you try to do, you just keep getting bashed around, and I don't know what to tell you. Even if I kill anything else, the remaining units which have re-emerged from the darkness are just too much for me to handle. So once one of these things closes in, I'm goner. But the weirdest thing is, like, there's no defeat. You just, like, reduce the morale or something, and the force of the ravens in the darkness just keeps pressing onward. But it's always a fucking defeat because they always get fucking reinforcements. And because everyone is injured, and then if you run into another battle, your stats are already reduced. And if you try to stay in a place and rest up, which is the time which you were given by a thief in Arborang, you are screwing yourself over. So I don't know what's the ultimate strategy here, or if someone has actually featured on YouTube how to get through this last section. The warp are becoming more relentless. Get up, Juno breathes into your ear and you race with a start. You're not sure where you are or how you're still alive, but you're hurt. Juno pushes to keep moving, so you pick up a couple of unconscious ravens and push aside the pain. We got 2 more days to go, and after that we're back to Arborang. And I feel like we're not getting any closer to our goddamn goal. Warped bridge bodies ornament this hill like crenellations, some sitting on slumped, all dead. What happened here? Grunts Volgard, pushing one over with his foot. Hundreds can be seen from the hilltop and they look suspiciously arranged. This wasn't a battle, Volgard continues. Nothing the same, Juno and Avon have nothing to add. Wait, what if this is a warning of some kind of something ahead, suggests Ditch. I don't know or care, let's get out of here. Inspect the dredge briefly for clues. The dredge's weapons are stowed, but they each suffered the same piercing wound. They have no signs of food or supplies, and something feels wrong about the way they sit. Loosely propped up in a circle looking at each other, it suddenly dawns on you. Mass suicide. These dredge apart to have ended each other before the darkness reached them, rather than be twisted alive. It leaves a pit in your stomach to wonder if the survivors in Arborang might do the same. The caravan leaves the macabre scene behind. Okay.
The white tower that looked like a toothpick when I first saw it. now soars above our heads, dwarfing any structure made by kings or WoW. This is where our troubles began. And with luck, where they will end.
We were almost able to get there. Almost. Almost. Holy crap. Now we have only this great hall. When the warp emerged from below, the few who survived retreated to the center of the plateau. Zephyr, along with only 2 other mentors, can only protect the area slightly larger than the Great Hall itself. Clansmen pressed together on the front doorstep or trying to find space within the already dangerously crowded inner hall, and you take fighters to protect them from warp as light shrinks again. But the darkness does weird things to the places where it touches the ceiling. Stuck between light and dark, timbers in the ceiling wobble and stretch unnaturally as if turning to animal fat. What? As the timbers at the entrance buckle and collapse, Gunnulf is already there, holding up the whole wall for the terrified people to crawl through. Snarling warp decide to make their move. Hurry, he shouts. So now I have to protect him while he is holding something. Awesome. Loving it. Loving it. I don't know who to go with. This idiot was drunk, and so I'm not gonna use him as a punishment, I guess. I don't know what to tell you at this point. We are getting to like a really bad place. Do we want to use the prince? I cannot promote him. So let's use the Varl instead, and we need to switch out Fasalt. He's too screwed up in order to be able to help. Who is somehow decent. Let's use Skatash, see what's gonna happen. So he's holding, and we need to defend this line. I don't see any ranged attackers, which is good for me, but who knows for how long. I don't know if they're gonna get reinforcements, that's the thing. I don't know how much of a distance they can clear out in order to how close they can get. You gotta be shitting me. Seriously? Like, there should be some fucking indication as to how much they can traverse so that I know where to put my units, goddammit. Otherwise, I would have not kept her so much in front. Because this thing has freaking 21 points of strength, and he just totally made her obsolete by leaving her 2 points of goddamn strength. So she's injured as is. I know that my channel is not your professional walkthroughs, but god damn it, what the actual fuck? Even in XCOM, you learn or have some sort of range of how much the units can move, so you don't do dumb shit like this. This is just pissing me off on so many levels, it's not funny. Let's remove 9 points of armor, and let's retreat. He's gonna be able to move in and attack him. And use this weird ability and totally screw himself over. Okay, I'll take that. 6 points of armor removed. Now both of them are doing this weird tentacle stuff. I don't like it. So let's finish this. Hakan doing a great job here, or Hakan, or whatever is his name. Let's push through. And let's end this weird violation by the tentacles. Let's move you in here. Attack the armor, completely removing it, and move back. And now, kill this. Nice job. When did she die? What the actual funk? Let's squash this bug. I don't know how these people are standing behind the warped. Like, shouldn't the darkness be there, or what's happening? Kill this. Aw, damn it, it absorbed the damage somehow. Let's go over here and help out. Remove like half of its strength. I really need to do something with this tentacle bullshit. Let's slice and dice. Need to move him. Ah, damn it, I could have... I cannot tell whose health is whose. It's just too clustered together, and you cannot really, like, choose which one you take a look at and which one you skip or whatnot. Let's kill this thing. The large one is still standing with 11 points of armor. It's gonna be kind of annoying to deal with it. We are gonna send you back here. 2 more units left on their team. Oh, come on! You gotta be shitting me. Eight points of strength. I don't know if Hakan is gonna be able to get this. Oh, come on, dude. That should have been your kill. Let's move you here. Attack. And move away. And now I guess it depends on whose turn is gonna be first. Things are really looking bad now. I still think, however, the game would force you to get to this place. Yeah, this thing with Canary, that's not my fault. That's just bullshit in the game. Because suddenly the unit is able to just traverse through so much space, it's not even funny. Time has became as much of a threat as the warped themselves. You hold off the warp and eventually join the survivors squeezing past Gunnulf, carrying most of the wall aloft by himself. He growls under the immense pressure that there are more bodies beneath the rubble around his feet, but you can't be sure how many survived, if any. Tell Gunnulf to let go and get to safety. Dig through the rubble while Gunnulf holds up the wall. Get more people to help Gunnulf with the wall while you look for survivors. You're reluctant to put more healthy people against a crumbling wall, but it's too late now. It turns out not everyone has Varl-like strength. You're able to drag a few wounded from the rubble when the frame splinters and adds more bodies to the wreckage. Even Gunnulf's strength doesn't save him from a tomb of stone and wood. Oh, son of a bitch. You didn't even notice in all the action, but Egil has gone missing. Eventually, someone mentions they saw him helping with the wall, and you can feel in your gut that he is one of the new bodies beneath it now. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, well, I'm trying to help. You catch parts of conversation Hakon is having with Morg as you pass. Yes, this is worse, but I didn't think we'll get out of Ridgehorn alive either. You've gotten out of worse than Ridgehorn, Morg. You knew Wagner before I did. A long time. He was a great leader. His death still feels like it just happened. I looked away only a moment and the dredge appeared out of nowhere. Hakon notices you out in the corner of his eye. Something to add, little one? Didn't mind, Hakon, my friend. Come and join us. It's Morg, commander of Hakon's army, or what's left of it. Been meaning to introduce myself for a while now. Hakon says you're quite the firebrand. You consider a response. What else has Hakon said about me? Who's Wagner? Sounds like you have a long history with some important people, Morg. Morg here was all set to become an important people himself at one point. Oh, now you're getting into the weeds. Listen, let an old hand give you some advice. Prepare yourself for some trite cliches. Nay. I saved those for Hakon. This is real. Everyone thinks they're the hero at some point. Some of us even take it pretty far before we're kicked back down to our place. Maybe one day you find out you're not as smart, as strong, or as skilled as you thought you were. It's going to hurt real bad. The sooner you get over that, the sooner you can go and do what you're best at, even if you're not the best. Maybe I'm not Wagner, but I'm good with the warriors. I know them and they trust me. Being able to connect with each other, that's what it's all about, right, Hakon? I don't remember you being this talkative. You consider a response. What else has Hakon said about me? Who's Wagner? I better be going. Okay, what did he say? Oh, nothing to worry about. Not a lot of men out there who'd shout down a Varl Kender. The others were talking about that one for days. I'm not a man, says Edith. Exactly. Truth be told, the Varl don't know what to make of womankind. Are they strong? Are they weak? Does anyone know what they're thinking? Sometimes it reminds me how bears will run from mountain cat clubs. Don't encourage her, Morg. In any case, I've seen a lot of battle, but that oil trick was inspired. You have my respect. Thank God, I hope others feel the same. You consider a response. Who's Wagner? You never heard of Wagner? A Varl war chief, one of the greatest. I was his Kender, and he was Yonder's. In other words, Wagner was next in line to be the king, and Hakon was after that. Things happened a little out of order, though. And too soon, the dredge got Wagner down near Strand, took him completely by surprise. Allegedly, says Morg. Hakon gives Morg side. Yeah, we're gonna just skip through this. Nothing for you to worry about. Tell him, Hakon, it's the end of the world. We'll never found out either way. Hakon sighs. The whole thing was suspicious. Wagner killed by a single slag? Not likely. Some of the Varl thought Prince Luden did it, as he was the only witness. Could have been politically bad, the blood. But I searched every dark corner I could find and only came up with cobwebs. Luden never talked about this. I don't think he did it. And I'm still not sure, but it almost doesn't matter anymore, does it? Morg, leave history in the past, Hakon, where it belongs. Ignore it and let the sleeping dogs lie. Anyway, it's his story now. Nothing to get excited over. Consider a response. I better be going. No worries, Hunter. And for now, what's it worth? I'm an expert in judging good work, and I think you're doing it. So does Hakon, even if he won't admit it. Good listener is an achievement, so for yeah, you have become acutely aware that you've trapped in a small place with lumbering Varl and wild horseborn, who may or may not be getting along. Canary's tail swishes like a provoked cat. Hakon looks calm, but his fists are clenched. This could be trouble. Everything all right? You mean besides having to live in filth? Thanks to the horseborn, I feel like I'm standing in the middle of a stable. Maybe yogs not stand in middle then. Somehow the yogs are talking up less space than the talking horses. Less brain and fewer messes. Eve, is this really what you're arguing about right now? Yes, always about messes. With this one, he mess obsess. Hey Con, the Varl like their space, and these ponies are making my eyes water. Maybe if they were pulling their weight. Cannery, all yogs think about is pulling weight. Hakon grabs for his weapon, and Cannery stamps the ground, whooping. Everyone in the Great Hall is on the edge. Stop this. Who amongst us isn't ready to die yet? We don't have to like each other. Settle this another time. I'm done playing the peacekeeper. Go ahead and tear each other into pieces. Hell no. We don't have to like each other. Settle this another time. You got one thing right. Dying for you two would be a complete waste. Cannery snorts through her nose, then troughs off to where the rest of her kind are sitting. Adif, could have gone better, could have gone worse too. You can always kill each other after the apocalypse. Okay, so we're gonna have to be dealing with these problems, apparently. You were looking down a long hall full of sick and wounded, more wounded than healthy. Your mind starts doing the arithmetic. How many supplies, how many wounded, how many menders, how many hours? You stare out into the darkness, into darker places. A friendly hey draws you back. An old man offers you a piece of bread. $1. My last loaf. I can't keep it. You don't recognize me, do you, Adif? It's been a hard road. I'm sure I look different these days. On second glance, he does look familiar, but you can't quite place him. Dalren, from Skorg. You've been in the caravan this whole time? I'm sorry I don't remember. That's amazing. I have no idea who this guy is, that's the problem. You've been in the caravan this whole time? For the most part. I had to leave the group once or twice, but found my way back. He let out a thin laugh. His eye twinkled with sincerity. It's almost hard to remember so long ago, back in Skorg. Things have certainly changed. Back then, I used to tend the ox. I had name for them. When we fled, all Asti took us to Frostwar. I don't expect you knew that, but I did. Frostwar was where things started to get hard. My boy became ill. He died soon after that. My wife, she got too tired. I'm sorry, says Adif. I don't see a crown on your head, but it's always looked heavy to me. Reminds me of the story you might care for. A heavy time to humor an old man. Of course. You're a good person. My father brought me this, to Skorg when I was just a child. He was a woodcutter. Skorg was just woods back then. I remember how the snow hung in the branches was nothing like where we came from. They had put candles in trees that year. I can still see it. It was like the stars had come to visit us. I was one of 6 children. My twin sister died that winter. She died to the cold. I always think of her in the winter. We went and performed the rites at the Godstone. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce that name, sorry. He had hard eyes, like he was watching. I remember that. My father always told us gods can't die. Whatever his name is, was the hunter's patron. Now sure what he expected in return, a bunch of elk would wander into town. Anyway, we had a long winter instead. Skorg almost disappeared that year, buried under snow. No elk, no food. The rest of my family survived, luckily. There were a lot who starved. Oh, well, you're all kind soul to listen to me talk about myself. You must be wondering why I've told you this. We laid my sister's body down and it was burned. Her ashes rose up in the branches overhead. I heard her whisper, "No tree grows to the sky." The kind of thing a woodcutter says, isn't it? Didn't make sense at the time, but it stuck in my head. Nothing lasts forever, Hunter. That's what he meant. Now I'm his age when he died. Truth be told, I doubt my father believed whatever the name of the god is was there. All that time ago, he was pretending for the rest of us. How you die is as important as how you lived, says Adif. Dalaran, enough from me. What I'm trying to say anyway, look at all these people, broken and starving. We're not all going to make it. There is not enough food and drink, even for the healthy. Do we all suffer now, even those who can still stand and fight? I'm giving you permission, Hunter, permission to survive. And if I die now, I die with a reason. That's enough for me. No tree grows to the sky. You're right, Delrin. I'm sure this bread will be put to best use. I know everyone won't make it, but we have to try. Nobody starves on my watch, nobody. I know everyone won't make it, but we have to try. That is who you are, isn't it? We had this time to talk, and for that I am glad. Who wrote that stuff? Adif, you endeavor to continue treating those who have a chance of survival. It would feel wrong to do anything else. And then we have the last part, which is the throne room. By the gods, remarks a man staring out the window. A dim light bubble approaches, entering the great hall with his chin high as Ruga, followed by a very bloody bodyguard and ragged mentor whose head hangs low. Hakon says, I wondered where that rat had skittered off to. The description is apt. Ruga looks especially gaunt and mangly. You wonder where and how he got his own mentor, feeling pity for the badly bruised woman. Ruga sinks down into the throne that has remained empty since Maynolf died, as if into a lover's embrace. Things are going to change around here. He sneers at his audience. He seems not quite right, even for Ruga. I am king now, he says, and that one is a traitor. He points at you. I want her head. To refuse your king is a treason. The ever-dwelling survivors look between each other, unsure how to react to this. Put an arrow between Ruga's eyes. Wait and see what happens. Banish Ruga from... Yeah, let's do this. You move like water, and before another word is said, an arrow pins Ruga's head to the chair. Complete silence. Hakon sighs and lifts the entire chair, body and all. He heaves it through the doorway where it twists and lurches into the darkness and returns brushing me off his hands. Then everyone goes back to their business as if nothing had happened. At this point, I really don't care. But we were able to buy one more day. Ushered survivors to safety. I really hate the fact that we lost another Varl and more people. Influenced the allies. Settled the fate of the starving. Put an end to Ruga. We have one more day, and I think we are like right at the bottom of the White Tower, so it's now or never. Like, seriously, this is all that we had to cross? In the back of your mind, you always knew it was coming. A fearsome figure stands before the White Tower before the crowd of warped terrors. Almost started to worry you wouldn't make it, Bulwark growls. Bulwark, knew I'd see you smiling faces again. Ivor, I was expecting the serpent myself. Bulwark, the serpent carved a path for me straight to this place. You remembered the quakes near the cliffs and put the pieces together. Ivor, it must be getting pretty desperate if it brought you here to deal with us. Bulwark, on the contrary, seems like a great idea to me. Go ahead and try some mind tricks, see what rage really looks like. Juno, this is the last chance for a reason, Bulwark. Your ravens can't survive this. They're not mine anymore, which, you know, I saw this place in my dreams. So this is where the Volca did all their dirty deeds? Stole your powers? Never thought I'd end up taking the dredge's side. I didn't come all this way to fail here. Rush Bulwark, attacking while he's off guard. Stopping us now would be the biggest mistake you'll ever make. Wrong. I once ate a Nyox that was dead for over a week. But let's cut to the chase. I didn't come to kill Ravens or Ingvar, the child killer. He points his axe at Paling Avent. I'm here to kill the sniffling little bastard who caused all this. No holes to jump down this time. Yeah, I don't like this because like my entire team is just totally effed up, and it's gonna show. It's definitely gonna show. I don't know, like we have a chance to promote Twice Born. That seems to hold sway over the infamous Twice Born who turned aside. Let's get him to the 5th state. I don't know what to tell you. We can promote this dude or this lady or whatever it is. We can promote you. And I don't know. Unfortunately, they're all injured, and switching some of them will not do too much because the rest of my crew is just too goddamn injured. So you can try to put in like Bercy. See if anything can be done. Ah, man. This is gonna be tricky. What the hell are these spikes? And unfortunately, everyone is injured, so that sucks as well. That means that our stats are reduced. We need to put the Varl in places through which they are able to get through. Don't want to be the one who's doing Sunstrike, Shatterstone, Barb Stones. Let's see what's gonna happen. No idea what some of these abilities do. I would be able to get in here and do the first attack, but he would just get surrounded super fast, and I don't want to see that happen. They have 2 of these idiots. I don't like that. I still don't understand what does this ability do. After 3 games, I don't know if it buffs the enemy or what the hell happens. I don't like it. If we move Bercy over here, it's gonna burn through 2 points of his stats. He has 13 points of willpower. And after that, I don't know how much damage we can do. This thing would not be able to get in because these shards are in its way, so I'm gonna step forward and try to attack. Getting the strength of this thing to 11. God damn it, he's able to circle around. Shit. 21 points of break. That's really bad. You see, like, did it spawn some weird critter or what the hell just happened? Let's remove the armor further down. Wait. Oh, okay, so we spawned the creature. Interesting. I don't understand why they are removing their own armor, but okay. That's a lot of strength we were able to remove in that one single attack. Axe Storm. Let's go nuts. Damn it. Did you really have to deflect that? Three points of willpower. She's gonna be alone versus these 2 guys. Well, there's that weird dog. But there was that weird dog. I need to somehow move my Varl forward. I don't know if these 2 dudes are able to do attack or not. That sucks because the entire statistic of this unit has been just completely obliterated. $14 points of strength removed. I don't want to burn through my willpower. Okay, so these ice shards might work as a conductor theoretically for the lightnings. Still managed to do a crap ton of damage though. Now let's move like this and let's attack in order to interrupt. This thing has 19 points of strength. 1 point of strength for this guy is just horrible because it makes the whole unit completely obsolete. Fortunately, I burned through my own willpower. I don't know if Bulwark is gonna join the fun or not. So I don't know what the hell to expect. Come on. Come on. Keep it up. Oh, at least something. Don't think he's gonna be able to close in the distance. 11 points of strength removed. Unfortunately, if I put you over here, it's gonna burn through 3 willpower, and he's not gonna be able to attack. I don't know if those two are gonna be attacking eventually or not. I'm a little bit confused with what their role is in here. A little bit afraid that eventually Bulwark is just gonna jump in and screw up the whole damn thing for me. Okay. I don't think it's gonna end here. Reinforcements. We can get reinforcements as well. Who do we want to get? That's the thing. I feel like if we lose here, it's a GG. So I would not like to see that. Avent is, if he doesn't have access to the magic, or to his willpower, I don't know. This guy can move through the allies. This 1 point of strength is just so bad. And it looks like the enemies can come from 2 sides, so I need to think about where I position who. They're gonna come either from here or from here. We're gonna get flanked. We need to be careful by what the hell we get flanked. This 1 point of strength is just killing me. I got all the reinforcements I could. I could have replaced theoretically some of the units. I just wasn't sure what's gonna be moving in. Sunstrike. Okay, 3 points of strength. I'll take it. Let's move you over here. I should have actually used the turn in order to restore some willpower. But let's use the shield wall in order to increase the defense. And let's move you over here and remove some of that pesky armor. You have way too much of it as is. They have one ranged attacker, which I need to keep in mind. Let's remove the armor. Let's not use more of her willpower. And we need to have the enemy in range in order to utilize the lightning. Could have held him in position. Nice attack again. But it's costing too much willpower, and I feel like now the unit is gonna die because of whatever the hell that thing is or does. Let's remove this ice shard. What are your abilities? A bloody flail, you are able to use that, but you need to stand next to a unit in order to utilize it. Let's rest up. Let's move you here. Nice. Well-earned promotion. They haven't used their stone slinger as of yet. I will burn through a lot of will points here. Why did you what the hell? I don't understand this. One bit. At least she's able to attack it from that range. Stone Slinger is gonna have the Dead Eye active. Okay, we can remove the strength, so let's remove the strength. 12 and 12 is a little bit more manageable. 5 and 12. 2, 4. Still have plenty of units on the battlefield. I somehow feel like I would need to get closer, but the problem is if I just send him solo, he's gonna end up so badly it's not even funny. So these two would be able to just really screw up his statistics. Let's go through here. Earn yourself more kills. Should have used the lightning. Gonna have to do something with the Stone Slinger. Six points of power removed. 4 points of armor. 18 points of strength is bad. Let's see if we can chip off some of his stats. Oh crap, that's really bad. Let's remove the armor on this one. Okay, only 2 points of damage due to how much strength she has left. I feel bad because if they're gonna have like one more round of reinforcements and I'm gonna lose all the strongest units at the start, we're gonna run into some serious trouble here. Let's try to cut down on this guy's strength. He's not gonna be able to do too much with one strength left. 14 points of strength. God damn it. 10. Not enough to get the kill. This thing is gonna do again that weird thing. And kill. You need to get close to this or this unit. Please tell me you can attack. Damn it to hell. Not good. Okay. Cannot interrupt that with the lightning. Can almost kill the stone slinger. And it somehow suicided. 15. And now this dude needs to die. I don't have any additional willpower to distribute here. Enemy reinforcements are coming in, which is really bad. Oh crap, look at how many of them came in. I didn't stand a chance here. Why did I not get asked to receive reinforcements too? What the oh fuck. Your journey ends here. Yeah, it's definitely gonna end here because what the hell? Am I gonna get Bulwark to join me? I don't think so. And if I cannot get reinforcements, I'm kind of screwed here. I don't think I will be able to get through this section without, you know, losing in the battle. So I might have to play this part. 26 points of strength. That's total bullshit. I mean, he just literally annihilated my only remaining decent unit on the playground. We have this poisonous effect, and God knows what else is wrong with both of our units. Whatever Bulwark is gonna do, I'm screwed. There's just way too many units. Okay, that was just weird. I can keep removing the armor, but I cannot keep removing the strength. I don't stand a chance here. Could have used more willpower. If Bulwark is gonna have his turn before me, I'm totally screwed. I still at least have some armor on Ivor. Get a kill. This is gonna be bad. I was able to kill Bulwark or defeat him. What that is gonna do, I don't know. I'm trying to focus the most important thing on the battlefield, which was him. Thanks to the lightning, I was able to take out that one more guy. And now when this thing moves in with 15 points of strength and 20 points of armor, I can go suck it. Damn it, I could have used the damn lightning. That would have meant I would have killed at least this one. I don't know what's all this vibration that they are doing. It's really annoying though. Sure. I'm just gonna agitate this goddamn thing. This thing has 21 points of strength. I don't stand a chance here. I mean, it's nice that they're giving me so many goddamn turns. I'm able to interrupt whatever that was. But without any goddamn willpower or anything else, Yeah. This is just gonna end up in my defeat right now. Is he dead? Now he's dead. So now I have to probably replay the whole damn thing, right? I don't think I will have, like, opportunity to run up the white tower or something. I mean, most of my forces are screwed as is. Okay, you can actually show me this in lists. You don't have to give me this one by one. 3 games in and they still decided to keep this one feature in. You glance up, the white tower is much taller than you imagine. Tall enough to reach sun. You wonder, a trick or perspective? No, there really are that many stairs. This should be the end, but you push past your exhaustion and your many wounds and scoop up Avon, dragging Juno along. You race up the endlessly spiraling stairs, 3 at the time. The screams of the dying ravens who delayed bulwark will haunt you for something. I don't know, I clicked too fast or something. I don't understand how he was not warped when he was in the darkness this whole goddamn time. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to save the other mender who talked about making sure that these two will not pull off some weird stunt. Juno, quickly, the top of the tower is just up these stairs. We have scarce little time before Bulwark follows. This is crazy, says Ivor. I still can't believe that's an actual sun. And you're really going to put it back in the sky somehow? Avon will. Juno, there has to be some other way. I can't. You can't. We've come this far. Wait, Juno, wait. If this is really happening now, give me a moment. Juno and Avon embrace one final time. Avon whispers something meant only for her, and then you are forced to move on.
Lives or dies here. This is it.
At the center of the tower, Juno sits upon the pedestal and even reluctantly begins his task. Juno hovers in the air, immobilized. She looks peaceful as if finally letting go of the burden she had carried this far, when you hear a familiar rumbling. Sorry for taking so many snapshots. They just really did good job with like how the game looks. Serpent. The serpent raises its tattered head to the tower top. It speaks in an ancient tongue as before. Avon, begone creature, you don't even have the strength to crush this tower anymore. The serpent continues its low, undulanting speech, like smoke rolling over sea water. Avon stopped. He's listening. Gorthu Suavel. What does it want? Says Ivor. It is giving up. It wants to make a deal. Not a prophecy of extinction, it says. The darkness will lift and it will spare our brain. It consumes only half the world. Half the world in exchange for what? Juno's energy. If I release it to the serpent, Juno will be gone, but she won't suffer. You can tell Avent is seriously considering it. Avent, this isn't what we came to do. No, I won't let you do this. We're going to trust this thing to keep its word? No, I won't let you do this. Avent, this isn't what we came to do. Things change, Ivor. This is out of your hands now. Tell me, why have I not earned that? Avent returns his attention to you with frustration on his face. Behind him, the serpent rattles in reassessment and being ignored. Why? Because Juno does not deserve this. Don't you understand what is happening here? How could I? It's been nothing but lies and secrets since we first met. What choice did we have? Try to imagine if I told you the truth when we met. It was hard enough convincing anyone to listen in the first place. Back in Sigrun, when I begged you to wait for Juno, how long did you wait? Not even a single day. And what after all I did in Einatorf to save the Varl from complete extinction? No, if you knew the truth, you'd have drowned me in that lake yourself. I couldn't even trust you to save yourself. So you will decide who is to be saved? How were we supposed to know what was going on? Trust? All of this was your doing, Avent. So you will decide who's to be saved? That's not what I meant. What's the point of this, Ivor? So brothers and clansmen can keep killing each other over petty disputes? So Varl and Dredge can go on destroying each other over ancient history? Even after we realized the Dredge were only fleeing the darkness, same as the rest of us, even after discovering a Dredge child dying in the stone, an infant, everyone was all ready to slaughter it like a pig. It was wrong, but that's what's done, it's done. You're naive to think that it would stay harmless forever. And what if the Dredge killing ours? You're naive to think that it would stay harmless forever. I'm like choosing between the first two because I don't know what type of ending I'm gonna get, but I'm quite sure at this point it's not gonna be the best one. What is done is done. You're naive to think it would stay harmless forever. Let's go with that. I shouldn't be surprised. From what I hear, it's not the first Dredge child you've murdered. Is this really what you want to argue about right now? If you're going to ask me to weigh the fate of the world against Juno, then tell me why I should care. And both know how this world really is. Remember Dangerl's Godstone? That old woman lies to our faces about who attacked who. Then she mocks us for not butchering that stone hurler on sight. And even with the truth laid so bare before us, there was a debate. How can we hope to overcome what kind of spite and ignorance? What hatred? What are we fighting so hard to preserve exactly? You've had plenty of time to ask that stone hurler how she feels about it. I will continue to hope until the day there's nothing to hope for. I might agree if it were all nothing but misery. Let's go with this. I know you believe that, but you don't know the depths of it the way I do. There was a woman near Orsman River. After we somehow survived crossing the chasm, some of her own clansmen had tied her to a stake, which, they screamed, she was meant to starve to death. I can still see her face, the torture and the pain. Do you remember how many days she had hung there starving before we arrived? 3 days, 4 days? To be honest, I do not remember. I don't know. 4 days? You sound so confident, but you're wrong. They told us 3. Maybe those men lied. Or with the sun stopped, maybe they miscounted. She had been there at least 7 days already. I could feel her agony in the tapestry. According to their own absurd rules, it proves she wasn't a witch. She should have been freed. Can you imagine suffering like that for a world that doesn't even remember you? Ivor, that's what this is about, isn't it? This is about Juno? Avent, you're right. It's about Juno. But why shouldn't I be the one to decide what happens to her? Avon seems only partially convinced by your answers, still questioning himself. Worse, the coils of the serpent are wrapping tighter around the tower, and you can feel its malice growing. Avon, when we found Juno's body smashed and broken on the frozen sea, I saw the same fate for her as for a poor woman starving to death. Suffering alone, forgotten. Everyone else was so quick to give up on her. I'm grateful that you did not, but that's what we're asking me to do now. I must sound pathetic, I realize it has to be hard to sympathize. But maybe, of all people, you can, Ivor. When you stood against Bellower on the bridge at Einetoft, I finally recognized you, and I knew what you had done to Race and his child. He followed us both to Borgsgard to finish the job. What would you give to have Alette back? Don't make Juno suffer as even worse fates, please, Ivor. Trust me to find a solution. Avon turns back to the serpent, his body radiating immense power as it speaks to it again. Your muscles tense, your heart races, is even telling you the truth. The axe is already in your hand. If you're going to do something, it has to be now. Trust Avon and wait. Cut down Avon while he's distracted. Avon, this isn't what Juno wanted. I don't want to kill him because that's bad. Avon, this isn't what Juno wanted. Avon again stops speaking to the serpent, but this time he turns to you with sorrow instead of anger. Juno is everything this world deserves. Instead, you got me. I'm so tired, Ivor. Courage. This was the hard part, says Ivor. Forgive me, Juno. I'll love you always.
I've never seen anything like a sun coming to life. I hope I never will again. Stuck with him, just a speck so far above our heads was Juno, who turned the darkness into light. Ivan did not want to leave the sun behind as we departed the inner earth. I expect he will return there often. No warp crossed our path on the long trek home. They've all turned to ash. And now, we are coming to this journey's long end. The same thought rattling around my head the whole way. Do I dare to hope?
Yeah, I'm sorry for taking so many snapshots, but this place is beautiful.
I see in my dreams. This is where I helped my father build our house. And where I buried him. This is where I met Altis, my wife. And Ivor, my best friend. And this is where Alette was born. I'm home. Is it really you, Alette?
It's really me, Dad.
I'm so sorry, Alette. I failed you. I couldn't protect you. I never wanted this. Leaving you alone.
Oh, Dad, I wasn't alone.
The weight never bothered me, husband. Do you remember when there was a night sky like this? Each point of light is a different fate for different people. I've been watching them a long time. Some people go to prepare for an endless battle, others go to an eternal feast. The brave go where they want to be.
That's how I knew you'd come back to us.
So chances are, if either Rook would survive, or maybe if in one of the previous titles you would have chosen that it would be Yvette who would be in charge of the caravan, maybe the final ending would be different. After all, I found out in Banner Saga 2 that I did incorrectly upload my previous choices from the original game, and so it did not transfer all that information to the third part. But when I played this part of the game, I actually was able to somehow load in the information from the second game, and I have to say, the combat in the first game was the easiest, and in the second game, the game truly became difficult to go through. You were always low on provisions, you always had to fight, you always had to make difficult choices, and in the third game, well, things escalated rather quickly. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the Banner Saga 3. Adif. It's almost hard to believe they really did it. Whatever it is, says Aleo. But the sun's actually moving again. For a long time, things were looking pretty hopeless. The gods are dead, the world turned to dust, and still we survive, says Zephyr. What now? Are we all that's left? Not all of us. Are we all that's left? I don't think so, says Zephyr. Life will return. Grass and green will sprout from the dust. I believe there are other survivors. Varl in the north, perhaps huddled around godstones. South of the darkness there may still be horseborn fleeing across the fields, or ships of men, or dredge without sunder. So we rebuild. I just wish that Rook and Alette could have been here to see this. Something tells me part of them will. Alette glances knowing at your belly. For a long time now, I've been thinking of an epic poem. You'll never guess the inspiration. Would you care to hear what I've got? I think that would be absolutely appropriate right now. Maybe another time. Aleo smiles and draws his flute from around his back. He sings with brightness in his voice. Only the sun has stopped, cut with knee-edged sword. Little did they sleep, lest they not come home. Weary the weight of the sun, of our bones the hills, the slayer and the slain. From their homes must all flee, and cast their home into the air. This is a horrible haiku. To speak in all tongues where a foe may lurk, the distant day shall come. The fetters will burst, brothers fight, and kinship stain, and in fear quake all. The true hero comes reluctantly, raising high their shining lights. Alas, the sea is still dead and wide, the hounds are a-hungered. We live as we will live, with the mighty grief that was ours at theirs. Only we few remember it now. Okay, that's horrible. I mean, I'm not an artist, I'm not a literarian, but I have no freaking idea what he was talking about. Hillel gives a little cough to indicate he's done. It's not bad. Poetic justice achievement, but it could use a couple more verses. At the end there, Hillel laughs. Hey, you're right. I certainly could. Wait, what is that? Do you see it? You squint into the ashes of twisted land spread out across the horizon. Something there is moving. It looks like a line of people at the front. Is that Ivor? confused why they're running the names of the people responsible for the game in between these sections. And I really hope that the music is not licensed so the video will not get flagged. That would piss me off. Sorry you had to step aside when nature calls. You know. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for the Banner Saga. Finally managed to finish it. It took me almost 2 years. Almost longer time than it took the developer probably to release all the games. But I have to say they did a beautiful job with the game. And I have to admit, if I would have not have a YouTube channel, I might have not picked up the trilogy, and even if I would have picked it up, chances really are I would not read through all the text as diligently as I did right now in order to cover the game on the channel. So, I don't know. I don't think it's a game for everyone. There are other turn-based strategies which you can try, of course, but it's an interesting story, an interesting lore, interesting take on the Norse mythology of sorts, so who knows? Who knows? But that's gonna be it. Let me know what you think of the outcome. Have you played the Banner Saga? Would you like me to cover some other games on the channel? I already tried to cover some, like Dismantle and, oh my god, Jalopy, and other titles, so that's what the comment section is for. Other than that, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Hopefully you're all staying safe out there, and hopefully I will see you in the comments or at the next one. Thank you all for watching, stay safe out there, and goodbye for now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to speed this along, but I want to see if I can reach the end by the end of the century. There's a lot of people always involved. If I would have kicked myself out, I would have probably missed out on those 2 achievements, goddammit. Oh man, the irony in these things.